Jean-Claude Juncker's speech on State of the Union in September was kind of a boost for Western Balkans after years of silence. Nevertheless, his timeline and his vision goes only towards Serbia and Montenegro because those two countries have been singled out as the front runners. What will happen to the others then?
It is true, of course, that Serbia and Montenegro are front runners in the sense that they are the most advanced in the membership talks. So it would be a logical assumption to think that they're going to be, the next countries to join. Having said that, the Commission will now present some sort of strategy paper in February 2018 that will be not just about Serbia and Montenegro, but about all the countries of the Western Balkans, potential and current candidate countries. My worry is that nevertheless, now that there is a date out de facto for Serbia and Montenegro 2025, that everyone will focus on that this is in effect a promise for these two countries that they will be able to join by then, plus minus a few years, would be my personal guess. But, once you have a date, all eyes are on that date. And I think that creates a dynamic that we've seen in previous enlargement rounds that's actually quite problematic in the sense that it gives candidate countries, but also the EU, a bit of a way out of difficult situations by simply, there is a tendency to tick boxes and to take a very technocratic approach towards just fulfilling formal criteria rather than looking at the quality of politics in these countries, looking at the quality of the rule of law, the quality of democracy, of institutions. And I think racing towards a deadline encourages that kind of approach.
Yeah, but nevertheless, if we are talking about 2025, and those two countries are the only ones to have a credible, feasible timeline, cannot this be understood in discouraging way that after Serbia and Montenegro join European Union, the doors of EU will be temporarily closed again?
I think it was unnecessary to single out Serbia and Montenegro, at least by name. He could simply have made reference to the most advanced membership candidates without naming them. That would have been, I think, a little more diplomatic. But he could also simply have said that membership is open to all current and potential candidate countries, which would have been much more encouraging for those who are lagging behind. Because really, there are good reasons for those countries to lag behind, i.e. Kosovo and Bosnia-Herzegovina in particular. And these reasons won't disappear overnight. So to single out Serbia and Montenegro as the front runners is just reinforcing the message that those that are behind will be behind forever.
You mentioned dialogue between Pristina and Belgrade. Whether it's going to be complementary for Pristina, it's conditionality for Belgrade for it to become a member. Normalization of relations with Kosovo is a precondition for Serbia to become member. That's what highest officials of European Union claim. Nevertheless, this definition is very wide. How do you see it?
Well, the easiest would be if Belgrade finally came to grips with the fact that it lost Kosovo, and that it lost Kosovo not because of NATO bombing, but because of its own actions over many decades in Kosovo, over Serbia's own actions in Kosovo over many decades. If it came to grip with that, the logical conclusion from that would be to accept that Kosovo has a right to self-determination, even if that means full independence and sovereignty, not just de facto, but legally as well. In other words, the easiest solution would be for Belgrade to recognize an independent Kosovo.